Intel, Vodafone, The Road to Odense, Betway, MSI, Logitech G, Pay Safeguard, Mountain Dew League, and ESEA. Vodafone presents the pre-match.
That's right, the pre-match is here, and we have planted the Danish flag for this occasion, specifically the Danish Derby, which is going to be North versus Astralis here at the ESL Pro League, match day number 12, live from the Intel Esports Arena. Chad, get excited.
I'm pretty excited. I'm more excited about the ESEA games we're going to be playing later today.
Yeah, over on that client, it's going to be great. In fact, 128 ticks of pain, and moreover, the only way to go to the Mountain Dew League is to play through the ESEA process, I'll call it.
Go through all the bits and pieces.
The best way to say it, one might say. And, of course, I'm going to have to entice you to head over to ESEA.net. That might even be play.esea.net if you're old school like myself and Chad.
And if you want to make it to the Pro League, you have to go through the Mountain Dew League, which you can find at esea.net/MDL.
That's right, Mountain Dew League, the surefire path to the pros. Now, since we're talking about pros, we should probably go ahead and talk about some of those being North and Astralis, and one of these teams is surefire going to put some pain down on the other, and likely to be Astralis, Chad.
This is like, do you have a brother?
Yep.
Like older or younger?
Younger.
Okay. Well, I don't have a brother either. I guess I'm the older brother, but I have a little sister, so I didn't really beat her up. But the point I'm trying to make here is older brothers would always pick on their little brothers, right? I guess that's the story. That's what they do in movies and stuff. And Astralis is the bigger brother of North. Astralis are the best team in the world. They're the best team in Denmark. They've got the best players in the world, other than maybe a few omissions. Role for role, pound for pound, these guys are the dreamboat of Counter-Strike. Maybe, I guess, a boy band. One Direction-esque. The girls love them.
Yeah, but who's really singing sort of like the high notes within this boy band? I have to ask.
Device, he's the lead singer. Then you've got Dupree. He's on the guitar. He's probably the main guitarist. On the drums, I would say, is Glaive, like the real heart of it all. Playing the triangle, probably Magic's boy. And then on the keyboard, coming up clutch, is Zipnix.
What about, like, the trombone? Like, because I know that the two that were just here, the commentators, are pretty good at the trombone.
Yeah.
One might have a little bit rustier of qualities when it comes down to playing it.
Well, it's because they're good at the brass instruments because they do a lot of talking, right? So they have big lung capacities. They're able to breathe.
Right.
Yeah, really get those notes.
I mean, they can really push out that air, really blow is really what it is. But in fact, one team that's not necessarily blowing it would be that of North. And we can begin to talk about this North. We do know that they have changed in players.
Yes.
They have brought in Katie, and MSL is out. And that leaves just the lineup around it that's been there.
Yeah, and I might just jump a little bit forward and start talking about Inferno. And the fact of the matter is, Kaden on this map, he's actually able to get a lot done with that AWP. And I think, these guys have a cool amount of strategies they are able to apply. They're gimmicky in a way, and Astralis are going to be expecting them to come. But their homework is done. We saw highlight explosion strategies throughout this tournament so far that they were doing out of apps. They're happy to do more like contact plays as well because they're allowing their riflers, their star players to get in the nitty and the gritty a little bit more. So that's a cool little change. Still using a lot of the framework that MSL's done, who's now taking KDN's place over there in Rogue. So I think we could sit here talking about Inferno and we could really I could outline some really key points. Like Astralis love to take banana control, spawn base with Device and Magic's boy. And on the other side of things, Valde is such a key player. Or Trace, you know what we could do?
You know what we could do, Chad? Is talk about the Supreme Katowice Major.
Yeah?
That's what we could do. Or we could talk about the ESL Pro League Finals in Odense. That's right. The road is getting more and more narrow by the day. But in fact, one team has punched their ticket to the Odense playoffs, and that's going to be Order, your little friends down in that little island of yours.
My little friends. Just so people are really keeping up to date right now, the ESL Pro League is not just the North American region and the, I suppose, European region, which we are right now. There are regions all over the world. We've got the APAC region, where a team from Australia/Oceania qualified, and that is Order, right? Order have been able to come across. They've been able to beat Greyhound, another top dog within Australian Counter-Strike, 3-1, which went down not that long ago.
We got that big Richard guy over there, too. Not little Richard. Don't want to get him confused. There's a massive difference.
I'm jumping in your shot, Trace. How you going, man?
You can come hang out my shot any day.
This is the one we look at.
Nice.
Hey.
Anyway, so we've brought in two other guys that tend to talk a lot.
They just yell stuff.
We actually talked about some of their musical abilities. and perhaps what they're good at playing, what they're good at blowing. And that might have been the trumpet players and trombone players that we have. However, we do have Zipnix and Valde here.
We were talking about what instruments you guys like to play, but instruments that these two like to play are anchors of this team, right? Zipnix and Valde are two very key players. Now, Valde, I think, has been the most consistent factor ever since he's joined the North roster throughout the roster changes. He's been just a shining light. He either gets it done passively as a bomb side anchor, or he can entry frag, he can clutch, he can do it all. Zipnix, well-known, well-noted to be such a clutch player. Hasn't needed to do it so much of recent times because his team has been able to just shellac all of their opponents, and I expect a very similar showing here this evening. Trace on the Saranthus.
Yes, indeed. Thank you very much. Yes, I did.
That one over there.
All right, well, anyway,
First day on the job.
howdy do. Let's talk a little about Inferno and bring in these next two, where we can begin to center point around.
Which camera is it on?
They're really just kind of screwing with me at this point, aren't they? Either way, yes, Inferno will be the digital battleground that we're going to. We do have a guy that was beaten up, and then a guy that
we won't
did the
talk
beat
about
up
him
what it
once.
looks like you've done. So Inferno, Chad, what are we going to see?
Should I update them about the Order situation? They might not have heard about it.
The Order.
Yeah, you know Order? The
Australian team, yeah.
They qualified for the
I
Pro
saw
League
that.
finals
They
in
beat
Odense.
Greyhound, right?
Yes, they did. 3-1 in a
Dick
best of
Tracy
five.
not going to be there. Dick Stacey, sorry, not going to be there.
No, he's not going to be there. And I thought what I could
Rest
do...
in peace to everyone's Dick Stacey.
Well, both these teams, both Greyhound and Order, had a player poached to Renegades. So Gratisfaction was from of Greyhound, and now
Okay.
he's gone to Renegades, and Liaz was part of Order, and now he's gone to Renegades as well.
Exciting times.
And Renegades are probably going to qualify for the Pro
I
League
cast a lot of
finals.
Renegades recently.
How did they make you feel?
They actually look pretty good. That
Az is
Gratisfaction
playing
guy.
much better, right?
Gratisfaction looked decent.
No, I didn't.
They beat
turned
MWR
off.
on 2 maps, and Gratisfaction spanked for them.
I think the real question that we're
there you
lacking
go.
here, Chad, is which team from Australia or the Oceanic region are you going to be joining or coaching?
I'm probably going to make my own. It'll be called Sponge's Money Crew.
Sponge's Money Crew or Team Straight Edge, because we do know that the Golden Boy likes to keep it straight around here, which is exactly what we're going to be doing. And jumping right into Inferno, and, well, I wouldn't use the word straight to describe these two.
Oh,
Take
for
it away,
God's
guys.
sake.
He's the one dressed as a cowboy for Brokeback Mountain, and he's going to make that joke. Straight as a circle, that one.
Well, damn. Okay. We're back into the game. And that's it. It's going to be Astralis North and
That is it. We're fired. We're out of here.
hell of a battlefield for you, and we'll see if Astralis can continue that perfect form they've been demonstrating recently. North, no strangers to the map, though. They'll be looking quite up for it, I'm sure, as we get into the next series, I guess, a 2-game series. It's going to be 2 more maps for you. Astralis is pretty much a lock-in at this point for the playoffs. North, I'm sure, would love to get 3 against their hometown rivals. We'll see if it comes out like that. It's going to be 4 pumpkins for North. Acadian with the smoke, 2 flashbangs. Both in-game leaders taking the utility. It's Glaive with the diffuse key and flashbangs as well. Acadian replacing MSL, of course, with the AWP and the in-game leading responsibilities.
Gade looking to work his way out from the boiler room. Some say that's Trace's middle name. As Dupree backs to the site. Majisk will support with him. There's no kills yet. There's no damage done yet. We're 1 minute and 16 left to play for, and rather passively they'll try to hold the top. I say there's no damage done. There is now. Did that need to do any? Actually, that shot certainly did. Device looking solid. 2 kills. Spamming to find a third, and he will just barely as Cadian stood up and took a bullet in the forehead. Gets the kill back in return, but Glaive then swings out, and it's just down to AZ. No bomb in his possession. This round is going the way of Astralis, baby.
It really is. They are the heavy favorites going into this one. They'd be favorites against anyone right now. A team that's been grinding away for years and years. Think back to the TSM days, how they've turned it all around. Looking indomitable right now. So many strong elements within the team, no weak links really. Strategically, they're on point. The coach does his homework. All 5 players operating at maximum efficiency. They've got an in-game leader that can frag. There really is no holes in the system, but a triple nade down towards the bottom and middle does do significant damage on ourselves, where it will be Astralis losing the first pick. But they're obviously the ones with the weapons. AZ's done for. Touchdown. Oh, not quite. I can't believe he survived that. Looked like he was dead on. Dupree looking to mop up, and we'll see whether he can do that. It's going to be him getting the think on AZ. Gade will bring a couple more back. This is actually quite an interesting situation now. I don't think they'll be winning, but they've got a plant out of it. Gade, great work.
Well, Gade, if he's able to pull this back, would be an impressive task, and not only that, give an incredible feat to North early in this game that would certainly give them a chance to strike on the T side and build up an accumulation of rounds. Nearly got away with spotting Device as the shadow showed through the smoke, but he couldn't quite line the shot, and the Tracers gave his position away. Device, he's not defusing yet because he wants them to collect all of the utility so as to not spend any more money than required. He was defusing that whole time. I didn't see him get on it. I thought when he was shaking, he wasn't on it, but he did get. Look, he was going to defuse either way, but he was on it the whole time. The point is, I missed that somehow, Henry. I'm perfect. How did I miss anything? I'm not even human. I'm so perfect.
Not even human. Okay.
All right, carry on.
North will have the AKs out. HEs, smokes, Molotovs. And we'll see now Astralis fending off a fully equipped North. This is still a difficult situation. The only real benefit is that Astralis don't have all their utility, they don't have all the incendiaries maybe, as they now banana control. That's an element. Goodness gracious. It's thrown by 100% sure. Came from one of them. Of the four at the bottom. And now it's actually Astralis on the back foot, trying to reposition to a more defensive stance there.
Kiarbi. Gade. Just chilling. Remember when Kiarbi left Astralis? Those were the days.
Yes. Different times.
It's a good camera angle for that smoke to go by. Look cool, you know what I'm saying? Gade looking to work his way in. Zipix still just sitting back. Son, sit back, relax. Pick your feet up until the next round as Katie kicks Glaive out as well. Full HP Device needs to hit that shot.
I thought that was a lock-in, but he's so quick. I don't think he anticipated players running across in that sort of manner. Focus towards the new boxes. They'll have to save the 3 rifles here. Great stuff from North. Looking solid. And the first gun round didn't give up anything. Good utility usage to really soften up the CTs at the top of Banana. That's going to be the first round on the board, but like we said, 3 weapons will survive, and it will be Magus, Dupree, and Device getting $1,400 on top of that, so they'll get utility. They won't really be able to drop much around. So Glaive and Zipex, SMG or pistols, presumably for them. But there we have it. 2-1. Got a game on our hands. North, ready to go.
The bomb is detonated. And the end is nigh. Do you know, who is it? The car's on fire and there's no driver at the wheel.
What do you mean?
And it's I don't know the password to our computer because it was shut off. The Dead Flag Blues, but who's it by? Hang on. Keep going, I'll get back to you.
Thank you so much. I'm dying to know. As Dupree will catch me
Black Emperor. No, you don't know?
No.
It's like a 9-minute instrumental with crazy cool voiceover. Well, with that said, there's a nade going out toward middle. Device throws it to AZ, cops it. Still guns available to Astralis. Is this still a bonus? Is this still a chance to break them again?
We'll see.
I think that given the situation and the circumstances, and if they get a bomb plant, it certainly doesn't yield that because 1,400 plus 800 on 26 on 26 on 29. You get the point. There's enough there for a buy. Bomb plant the key factor, and that damage is certainly favoring Astralis early on in the round. 3 seconds to work with. Little chicken just hanging out. Wants to go investigate the blast of where that grenade went off. Device. Switching. Gets caught out. Has to run back. Here. He knows they're on his case. If I figure out my words, he figures out his positioning, figures out that he's dead. Valda with the kill, though. Back off of that. There's no need to overcommit to a wrap as of yet. They'll take the map control given to them. 30 seconds left. 2 inside of the pit, though. That's a problem. Because they'll have to sort that, get that information quick enough to deal with it. And just pre-smoking his position, trying to control the angle. It's Dupree that needs to peek last. Old Dupree. As gets wrecked by Gade.
Doesn't look like they'll be running away with this round. Astralis pushed back right in the pit there, and nothing found whatsoever. A bit of damage, but AZ has looked very good the last few weeks. Zipex will bring one back to save the AK, presumably. That's all he really can do in a 5 versus 1. He is the clutch minister, but not sure this one's even on the table.
Yeah, that was a long time ago when he got, like, what was it, like 13 clutches in one event?
Yeah.
And someone was trying to say, like, oh, someone tied it recently. Yeah, 24 rounds at the major doesn't count. Like, he did it in, like, 8 rounds.
Yeah.
It's a cool spot, by the way.
It is cool. I only saw this recently. I was like, obviously it doesn't really
I know it from DMing.
It only has very basic uses, but it's still quite cool. See that little ledge.
All right, thanks, Rushley. Is it Rushley?
Don't think so.
He does only NA.
Yeah.
He's a night owl. He likes to. I heard he's shaving into a mo.
I heard that too. Whether it's true, we'll have to find out tomorrow. OJ Borg shaving into a mo? Oh, he shaved everything, didn't he? Did he?
Yeah, he tweeted it out the other day.
What's he's preparing for it?
I guess so. I don't know. I'm hoping so. Nade down from Zipex. Oh, those both bounced into the corner. Those both went to the tree. We could have had a dead Kirby. They both bounced directly in front of him. He would be thanking these lucky stars for that. It is common people play the right side cubby, so you can see why they did so, but Kiabi getting Zipex back immediately in return. Astralis is usually very good with nades, so you can understand why they would throw those. Harder angle to hit.
Throwing away the weapons, making sure the CTs can't recover a single thing. At this point, a 5 versus 4. North still huge advantage. Opening pick goes in their favor. Nothing in response. Device trying to play in front of the flashbangs and smokes. Doesn't work out for him.
Valda with 2 quick kills though, and Glaive going down. AZ looks to try and find an answer in the back of the site. Astralis only with the pistols, so won't be able to do much with this. In fact, they can take the time and go over toward A. That's the better decision. Make sure pit's clear. They'll use a Molotov to do so. In doing so, they'll work inside directly and realize, boys, we got a bomb site, plant the bomb. They speak in Jamaican when things go well. Not bad from AZ.
Not bad at all. A couple of quick kills and another eco for Astralis here. This is all falling apart. AZ holding patiently towards the top of B here. And second. Quick succession. We'll have 3 HEs for Astralis, presumably just nading banana. Or bottom or middle. We'll see which way they're inclined. Looks like it's bottom or mid. 3 nades in. Nothing really connecting. Eagle might be able to though. Does lots of damage. Look at that. Gabe, Valda, and Kiabi all feeling the pain, but still no frag found.
Yeah, that's Astralis has been so good with nade damage over the last few months, and today it just seems like they're all bouncing in the wrong directions. Cadian, we'll get to Pre. Cadian, hello buddy, how are ya? It's been a while. He gets tagged though. Ian all day actually stayed holding Gate. Cadian got away with that, so it was Gade that stuck around. Volda now tasked with anchoring the bottom of Banana. No one really advancing to the top of mid, although they do have a little bit of presence with AZ, who looks to try and get toward Boiler. Good fight from Cadian again, second in the round against the Pistols of Astralis. Pistols of Astralis. Is that a band album? Debut album, maybe?
Possibly.
What would you name your album? I know you've thought about this before. I know you have.
My album.
Yeah.
Can I get back to you in the second half?
Yep.
I'll have a think about it. I haven't thought about that.
Really?
No.
Oh, okay. AZ, Glaive. That's pretty much the battle inside of the site. Pistols for both. Glaive's got Graveyard. He'll get removed. Graveyard's a spooky place to be on Halloween, Hank.
Very spooky. No graves there, but it's got a spooky name.
By that virtue alone, it is spooky.
There's a kill. And a second, not quite. Zipex had a chance, but that's North now doubling the total of rounds Astralis have. Another buy available, though. Astralis will bring out the orbs almost certainly here. Dupree's been experimenting with the double orb recently. A lot more than he used to. Actually looks quite impressive, but it's only been online so far. Whether we'll bring it out this weekend is yet to be seen. Fully invested, Astralis will have a device with just one smoke. It's actually Magisk with the best spawn. Let's see if he goes towards second middle. Is he going to jump across or just face towards the underpass? Give that all back, presumably. And indeed, they'll swap back over. Didn't fully commit towards T-steps or anything like that. Just wanted to see if he could beat a player getting towards the underpass.
Gets up on top of the sandbags, entrance to the Nana. And he'll take out Glaive, which is a good shot to find, and opens up perhaps confidence, if nothing else, to would be, because Zipix is still there. Molotov at New, Molotov at Emo, missed shots, massive missed shots from Zipix. Dupree manages to burn one alive, but Zipix didn't even find a single kill. That might have changed things if he had, because now we'd find ourselves in a 3-on-2. Rather than a position in which Device is desperate to hang on to the op and Dupree just hangs out at Ruins. Do you remember way back when Kierby was on Dignitas and he got a ninja defuse from here?
I do.
Was
Back
that
B?
Was that Cluj?
No, after that, I think.
Columbus.
Cluj is where Snacks did his crazy defuse.
So then it would have been Columbus.
Possibly.
What was after Columbus? Cologne? Maybe it was Cologne.
I think it was Cologne.
Yeah, I think it was Cologne 2016. Yeah. I do remember that. That one was pretty good. That was like the last real full-on crazy ninja defuse at a pro level we've had, because everyone now babysits the bomb.
Yeah,
the Snacks one was the biggest wake-up call ever.
That against FaZe, wasn't it?
Yeah,
FaZe
1 versus 5.
The quarterfinals or something.
They just left the site. He walked straight up connector.
Yeah.
Like, okay. No one's here? All right, thanks, guys. So 5-2, Astralis call a timeout. Things were looking good at the start. They're not now, Hank. How are they looking in your world?
Excellent. This is not bad at all. Tactical timeout. Astralis will...
Would Astralis be playing from the office tonight? Or would they be at their own boot camp room?
They had a hotel last time, so...
Well, they definitely have a hotel. There's no question, but would they be playing from the room or the office? I assume they're going to be at the room.
Yeah.
They want to be in the mood for the event, just like everybody else.
For no reason.
Sure.
Want to get used to the setup that's there. Makes the most sense. I'm sure North for this sort of game would be in their office. They have the one in the Copenhagen FC Stadium.
That's correct, yeah.
So I'm sure they'll be there for this sort of matchup. It's a big game. As Device, he'll be flashed off. This is North looking very good. Device can't connect the dots, so that shot's going to hit surely. Dupree will keep them alive somewhere. The double kill of the CZ is just easy now. After such an impressive approach, you would think they would get more than this, but it's Device and Dupree getting it done with the double kills. AZ just looking to cause financial ruin here. Needs the quick headshot towards the pip, and we'll be able to get it, maybe. Not going to happen. Dupree finishes things off. 3 kills in total. That's from the apartments. Glaive baiting him in quite nicely. 5-3. Right back in this game now. That's a big round for them to pick up, all things considered, with the landscape of the bye. Final couple maps this evening. Finally kick it off. Device 8-4 right now. Midges, just a note, normally so good in that pip position. 0-6. Like I said, though, so good there. I'm sure he'll be finding a few frags as the game develops, quite early on still. And off we go, round 9.
Nade to top mid. Gage trying to swing out and find any opening at all, really. Toward top middle, he's got Device. So the 1 round for Astralis, but now the 1 pick for North immediately after. And that certainly is concerning. Dupree at least pulls it back and gets away as he runs back through quad, having found a kill at the top mid. Alda, meanwhile, though, on the back of that, is going to wrap very quickly with smokes down both toward the arch and the library toward that direction. He could overwhelm the site. He's actually going to push through. He wants to cut off rotations. Both positions and both options are good. I don't think they would expect him to push that smoke. They may expect him to be in the library, but that doesn't really mean much because if he plays the angle correctly, he still holds the cards against the rotations. So pressure on. Bomb will hold up. With 41 seconds, I think Vold is just going to wait and see what is dealt his direction. If anyone goes there at all, he'll be able to catch them in transition. Shot to small pit. Find it. Dupree, though, does get one. Smoke down on big pit. Rotation around from it, and that means Magisk is trying to get back in through the smoke. He finds one, playing that off of Dupree inside of the site. And Zipex will find the last remaining kill on Cadian. Smart play from Astralis. They were very patient in that setup. And Dupree hit the shots very required of him.
Astralis doing whatever they can at this point. It's working out for them. So will be enough as the tactical timeout comes in once again. This time called by North. They can feel their lead slipping away. One round in at this point. It's always a big matchup. Play more often than you'd think, though. Had this just last week in 2 maps. But you'd expect North to take the tactical timeouts. Just got Cadian in as in-game leader, still trying to find his feet.
It's crazy he in-game leads now.
Yeah. It seemed like he was kind of thrown out of the Danish scene for a while, went over to North America, couldn't find a stable team in Europe. Honed his craft, was in-game leader for Rogue, actually got into a reasonable status, got into a major. And then they did the big swap. MSL leaves North, Cadian leaves Rogue, and swap places. Interesting to see if we see much from MSL again.
Yeah, that is something that time will tell. Device gets Valda, he could go the way of Fetish.
Just fade into obscurity.
Yeah, let's get Fetish, Hunden, and MSL on a team. A lot of knowledge. Yes. And knowledge is power. So they might be powerful, Henry.
Well, these nades are looking very powerful indeed. The double incendiary kill from Glaive. You don't see that too often at this stage of the round. North had absolutely everything on that side of the map, and Glaive is just ruthless. As he ties things up, 5-5, 3 kills for Glaive. Zipex backing him up. They've got AKs now. 2 of them on the CT side. Money starting to run out. I say starting. KRB's still got 9,500. He goes with an MP5 here. Why has he done that? MP5 and he's got over 9k. Could have dropped a weapon, so Gade had some nades. But there we go. Let's see how it goes. What's the call? It is rushing Banana, maybe having the MP5 go in first. Well, Zipex might be in trouble here. Throws the grenade. Flashbang 2. It will buy him some time. That is great work. Glaive coming in the back. He's the Inferno master, I think. He's so good on this map. Whatever they had in mind towards B has been shut down, and they're locked in. This is not looking good for North. Not even recoverable, I don't think.
Gade with the Molotov. He's unsure of where to throw it, considering they don't have a lot more to work with. They would have gone for a full execution, likely new box and emo as well. Yeah. Determine, I suppose, which is the most valuable when he's not the only one. It doesn't really matter where he is, but it's going to be wrong. Swing back out. Kirby manages the bottom banana kill onto Glaive. Bomb is down, but it won't matter. Device is going to take him out first. That now gives Astralis back the lead. So since the timeout, they've gone from 5-2 to 6-5. Or 2-5 to 6-5 if we want to keep it on the same side for the sake of concurrency.
Astralis edging the way to the lead. They are the heavy favourites here. To be expected to get maybe double digits in the first half. They'd have to win out 4 rounds in a row now at this point. Another tactical timeout? North really are keen to win this one. Don't really see it. I say that just because you don't really see them too often in online games.
No, you don't, do you? It seems to be less of an urgency to the online games still. In a lot of ways. Different environment anyway. I mean, the coach can talk without a timeout if your coach is on board with the online stuff. Just to mention as well to bring in coaches. Zonic, unfortunately, his father passed away, so thoughts certainly with him. especially heading into such a big weekend for Astralis being their home event. So definitely thoughts go to Zonic. So I don't know that he would be in attendance tonight. He's probably got some other things to deal with. But just back to the point is, coaches can obviously talk in the online. It's harder to monitor that, so it's less common that teams would need to bring in the coach during a timeout window. But in the case where they need to regroup, certainly still they can be used to the benefit of the team. Device still holding with an AWP is going to watch toward the top side of middle. Smoke goes down. That will deter his vision. Nade certainly ready as well for Dupree. He'll throw that now. Great timing. That was exactly when he came out of the door. And it does damage onto Gade. Back over toward Banana, however. Five men ready. 2 men to hold. Together as well on orange one. Oh, that's a problem. Flash out. Somehow Zipix gets more than he's worth. Way more necessarily than he's worth. And Glaive finds another. Nearly got a lineup to find 2 more because Gade's down to a fraction of health on 23. This could now be another round for Astralis. Bomb does get planted. North will certainly bank faith on that, but they've got kits on all 3 players remaining.
Gage, 23 points of health. They've got 1 Molotov to try and salvage the situation. The flashbang's deployed by Dupree. If the Molotov lands on the bomb now, they could be in a lot of trouble here. They've got no smoke to extinguish it. Gage's the one who's got it. And does he throw it? Oh, he's so far away. I thought he was a banana. Has to throw it now, surely. Get it in there. Something. Oh, it's actually working out. That could be enough.
That's unreal.
He has to go for a repeat here. They still can defuse it, but not if he kills absolutely everyone. That's so sick. Oh my goodness, Gage brings him right back in it. But like Astralis have built up so much momentum here. He does sneak through. He wasn't a banana. He's in CT spawn. They had no idea. He takes down the diffuser initially, finds the follow-up spray down, and it will be 6-6. My goodness. Money starting to evaporate for North. You can see a couple of MP5s coming into round number 13 here. Orb for Device. Bomb down and spawn. Easy. Safely towards the logs this time, not taking about 300 damage at the start of the round. This is exciting now. Both teams are breaking point. Invested heavily. It's Astralis that have a firm upper hand though in this particular round. The MP5s not great against the armor. There's a couple of HEs we're seeing more of these days, bouncing off the skyboxes and trying to find terrorists on the other side who are perched on the barrels. Who will come out on top of this half? Still unclear.
Kirby jumping up, back with that MP5. You mentioned it. They, despite winning the round, don't have a lot of money to work with. Everyone needs money, Henry. Money makes the world go round.
Certainly does. Oof.
I thought that was going the other way. Just because lucky to be alive. Oh, 19 HP. You're right. He just walked in. His teammate had already cleared the hallway. So he didn't need to look that direction. He could have just looked at the stairs. Dupree gets caught out. We go to 4-on-4.
Yeah, you're right. Well,
Glaive's going to try and retake some territory toward quad position. Unless it's Glaive to take out AZ. Kiarbi got one in before that, swinging down toward the bottom of the middle. Glaive will hold off all of the positions required to save weapons, but saving weapons, is that really going to be the call? Not likely. They've got the man advantage at this point in time. Bomb planted on A. The rotation's coming in. It's going to be Kiarbi. Excuse me, that's in toward the library. So Gade inside small pit. Device with the M4 looking for the shot. No one's going to peek up. Stand up in small pit, more so because Kiarbi's lurking, and he has absolutely found Device. Low on HP as he is. It's no different than Glaive. Glaive now the only one left because Gade's found another, and Gade doing all the work in the post plant. This man's a post plant magician.
he really is. It's not bad work at all. North have sent Astralis down to the doldrums. The money's gone. They've lost the lead. And Gade, the bookkeeper, who was signed to Optic for about 6 months, comes back to North and looking better than ever. Got valuable experience with the likes of Cajun being config.
Called up. Starting to push toward the apartments. 1 round between them. Dupree at the bottom of the stairs with the CZ in hand. M4, and he'll try and work through the door. Everybody there firing into their own teammates. They're so confused as to where all the CTs are. It may not matter because it's down to a 3-on-2. Damage was applied, but bomb will be planted. A minute and 10 to play with, and it could go 8-6 in favor of North on a T side. Much like Hellraisers earlier in the night when they played against Na'Vi, they have more to lose in this matchup because Astralis has already qualified. And North aren't really in a relegatory spot as of yet, but they are certainly trying to battle their way in, or at least to secure a spot at LAN. See you at LAN, bro. Maybe. I was never good enough to go to LAN.
Saddest story I've ever heard. I was never good enough to go to LAN. That could be the name of your album. I was never good
enough for LAN.
And there will be the bomb going off. North, certainly good enough for LAN. They're trying to get there. And we will find round 8 on the board. Final round of the first half. Astralis will have a couple of AKs. Well, one, I should say, and an AWP device. And for Dupree, this is not looking too good on the CT side.
It never is it? Hold that thought, because device trying. Oh, he did get it. He did nail it, but Gage showed up at the exact time he didn't want him to and returned favor with AK. That means Dupree steps out. But watch the pistol. Watch the pistol for Dupree. Cadian had no idea that he was down below and trying to look through the smoke toward the library. He gets caught out by it. AZ's still alive in this, having taken down Dupree finally. He'll use the AK to his benefit. He's got the bomb. He's got a minute to work with. He has pit to control. And if, I say if, Glaive gets too careless inside of the apartment. Oh, Molotov's going to hold him at bay. He could get caught out. Instead, now AZ's secured a plant with a wave of smoke, with a wave of Molotov. He's trying to bait them into shots. Trying to bait them into one-on-one. He's got that done. AZ, how you doing, brah? Zipic's gone. He gets behind the box. Glaive knows where he was, drops down, wants to force the angle because he can't stay hidden there, but Glaive will go undetected and pull it back for Astralis, and we'll have an 8-7 half, Henry.
8-7, Astralis pulling it back. Still a disappointing half, but they're so good on the T side, it might not matter. And we'll see if that's going to be enough. 7 rounds on the board. Remember, at the major, they were down 13-2 on the CT side against Team Liquid, one of the best games of the entire tournament. They brought it back to overtime. They did lose, but on their T side, they are exceptionally good. You've never got them on the ropes. Just when you think you've got enough rounds on the board, it never seems to be quite there.
Gade with the first shot as we saw it, and then doubling up in the post plant, as was the case here. He's looking pretty solid. What do you think of Gade so far? I think he's looked all right. I think he's looked pretty good. I think he's certainly looked good in this game. 14-8 with a 73 ADR, 106 for AZ. That does not surprise me. AZ's been kind of crazy. That pun's kind of lazy.
It's not the best.
Nah, it's been done before, hasn't it? Dupree with 91.7 at 12-10. No one above 12 devices there with him at 12-9. On Astralis' side, 1 round the difference, and a pistol coming up. That Astralis will much want to win. How's it? Ah, okay. Thought we were already into that. So again, as I mentioned, Astralis has already qualified for the LAN. They sit top of the leaderboard over that of Na'Vi. North is in the mix, certainly, to make a spot in Odense. 7 teams, remember, make it through. 1 from Oceania, which is now confirmed.
1 from Oceania. That's not Greyhound, the other one.
The other one.
Damn. It's lost. I can't remember. We have no computer.
It's the team with
the other one.
Not Dick Stacy. They took Gratisfaction.
Yes, that's it. I can't remember the name.
It's yeah. I can't see it. My computer got shut off. Did you do that to me? Were you sick of me playing Mahong?
Where?
Just kidding. It somehow got shot. I think Chad did it.
Okay.
Ooh, Boulder, that's good position. Cadian finds one. Watch out. Magist turns it back. AZ with 2. This round is quick. But so is Zipix. And it's going to be AZ, though, that shuts him down. Order. Out of order.
Order, that's it.
Out of order, Henry.
Order.
You're a bit out of order, if I'm honest.
Order, order. Everyone calm down.
Order. Order.
North have taken the lead once again. This is impressive, to say the least. Second round works out for them. They're looking to take Astralis down in the mighty Inferno. It's another great map for Astralis. To be fair, all of them are. Maybe this cash would be the only quote-unquote weakness for them. As we'll see, headshot off the headshot. UMP from Gade, delivering the pain, racking up the numbers. And we'll see Glaive and Device with Glocks, no armor.
Gabby, that's MB5, bro. It's 80 instead. All too easy, I was going to say. So it's gonna be 10-7. Despite Device trying everything he can. Two seconds to go in freeze time, Hank. Just
It's a big
update.
important part of the situation here, but this is an important
I am
round.
the situation.
You are.
From Jersey Shore.
Exactly. That's.
And you're DJ Pauly D.
I've never watched it. I don't know how to
I don't know
join in with
anything
this.
about it either, bro.
All
I know is like gym tan laundry.
Okay.
And we should do that tomorrow.
What's that?
We'll go to the gym.
Okay.
We'll go to get tanned.
Sure.
Go to tanning while our laundry's being done. Gym tan laundry, bro. GTL.
Oh, okay. Gym. Why is
maximizing-
laundry in there? That's not.
Because it's when they do laundry, they do those activities. It's like maximizing the efficiency. You know what I mean?
I'll just get some dude to do it for me. Yeah. That's efficient.
You're right. You're not wrong.
AZ and Co will spray them down. North will at least be back. It's going to be Zipex though. Like we said, the clutch minister doing whatever he can here. It's AZ who's low. He knows he's got time. He can use his resources, gather information. They are segregated as well, North. In trouble here. AZ can't really overcommit to the challenge, but he will take him down.
Well, he certainly will, but he looks solid throughout, AZ. He's certainly stretching his legs now on the CT side as well, excuse me. 11-7. 11 to your 7, a song by Hey Mercedes. What was the first band Hey Mercedes was in? It wasn't Braid. It was somebody else.
Oh, those nades aren't bad at all. That's going to be
Yeah,
great.
this is like North showing the Astralis game.
Yeah, have a taste of your own medicine.
Tastes like Buckley's.
Yeah.
Works, though. Just tastes like shit. I think that's actually their slogan.
I don't know who Buckley's are.
Buckley's cough syrup.
Okay.
Do you not have it in the UK?
Nope.
It tastes. God, it is literally the worst tasting thing you can put in your mouth, but it works so well.
You can feel it working.
Oh man, like instantly. Like
Yeah.
the next morning you wake up fresh as a daisy.
Nice.
But it tastes so bad, and I'm pretty sure their slogan, because they know that,
Yeah, they
is
play off
tastes
it.
like shit, but works.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Well, it's going to be a somewhat B split here. I'm not sure it's going to be that effective, though. AZ's got this arch position locked down. The bomb's going in towards B. Kiabi's there, but he might allow a bomb to go down. He's currently residing in the ruins area. And Zipex might get the timings here for anything that's AZ had in mind. He's going to rotate back. There still is a chance for sabotage here. If they can just wait for Zipex, that's the play. Oh, did he? Okay, they did have a player towards the boxes, and Device's headshot. It's going to need another one. Could be influential here. There's a thing coming through. The spray from Kiabi. Just trying to buy time now. Flashbang in the air. Actually pretty effective. And there's another headshot from Device. Is it too late though? Because it looks like the rotations have come through. Bomb goes down. Flashbang in, and it will be Device, who needs 2 more kills. If he just gets a plant here, that'd be great. Still the first oranges. They line up for him. He does damage to both. But unfortunately, they weren't low enough, and it will be 12-7 in favor of North. Astralis will have another full buy, though. Hasn't been the most successful second half for them. Round 20. North in touching distance now of victory against the world's best. It's always a bit of a weird one, this, because even if the North did win this, it's like, well, we do it all the analysts are like, well, you know, it's a Danish derby, stranger sort of events occur. Maybe some mind games taking place.
Stranger things.
Oh, it's Kiabi again, though. And the follow-up grenade. This is actually kind of sick from North. They are looking sharp.
They're showing Astralis' playbook to them.
Yeah.
I mean, the nades down Banana, the way that they're taking the fights, pushing the smoke. Zipix now has to work out from the apartment. Astralis, the unbeatable, looking for ways to get back into this game, perhaps, because 13-7 looks likely. As they try and set a crossfire to the site, Dupree now has to get a trade. Great shot on Acadian, and he follows it on Volda. He's got a chance. 13 HP for him, 25 Kiabi, 19 for AZ. That leaves Dupree slightly worse off than the others, but really it's a battle of the bullets. And he'll run back with the bomb to try and make do on this round. I take it all back. He's running back to get the bomb. It's a pumpkin that's in the HUD, meaning he has head armor. For those of you who have not joined us early on in the evening. Now, if he pulls this off, it would be a spectacular round for Dupree, an ace at that. But that's what it takes for Astralis to finally get something rolling on this half. That would be remarkable in itself. Smokes off Banana. He wants to bait them down, thinking, oh, that's so smart. That is so smart. He smokes it off, knowing the bomb is there. He wants them to think he's grabbed the bomb and is trying to outrun them and putting a conceal up. And they run directly toward it, thinking, yep, he's definitely in B. Brilliant from Dupree. So sick for an ace clutch. But again, that's what it takes for Astralis to finally win a round. One man's heroics. Which is another Danish team. 4 rounds still between them at 12-8. Cadian jumps across the top of mid with the op. He'll flash himself back out, perhaps? No. Utility thrown his direction and a lot of aggression, so he realizes it's probably not a good idea. Trying to find a new position, though. Gade will at least cover off Dupree. Flash out, Cadian hits a shot, and that baits them into Volda. This is all going to be responded. North playing the team game, Dupree playing the hero.
Zipix needs to do it again. Device will bring it back to a 2 versus 2. This is actually Astralis looking lively once more. Kiabi, oh, I thought he was done for. Well, he is now. Zipex picks up the AWP. Has had a few impressive rounds of it recently. But it looks like AZ is out of luck. Astralis looking to take us the full distance here. They're never down. They're never out. Always just waiting to come alive. And we'll see whether this is an opportunity for AZ to upgrade to an AK, perhaps. Maybe steal away the AWP. Device and Zipex confirm the victory. Bomb to go off. 9 rounds on the board for Astralis. Another map to go, of course. But for now, it was AZ who looked so comfortable. 24 frags to his name. It looked like it was all coming together. But there's a bump in the road, Matt.
A bump in the road. I hope your suspension is built for it. There is a bump in the road. Astralis finally get another round on the board. They keep themselves in contention more than anything. And with 2 rounds from 3, they now break down the money of North as well. So Dupree's really done it all to get them back in this game, but they finally capitalize as a team. Still can't get over how smart that smoke was on the ace. Quite clever, you could say, Ank. It's the second half. What's your album cover called, or album title?
That's a good point. I didn't come up with it. Should have thought harder.
You'll just call it Henry G, self-titled.
The self-titled album. Probably have to get a cooler name than Henry G. It doesn't sound like an album release. But this is North on there. Pretty much full eco. AZ saves the M4. Can't imagine.
Just smoke down. AK gets to the corner. Gade. Tag to 21. He'll back away with the pistol. Not much more he can do, especially with utilities flying in as such. Is the case with Astralis. It always is the case for Astralis. They'll get boosted. Okay, thought about boosting up, but then the spray came through. They backed off of it. Cadian doesn't get elevated to the higher heavens as he would have liked to have done. Enshrined among men and gods of Denmark.
The gods of Denmark.
Cadian! Finally back! He's a god! But he's running away this round because there's nothing they can do. Why?
Because you're going to ruin it before the weekend.
What do you mean? It's fine. It's made of, like, a lead balloon.
A lead balloon is what it's made of.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Well,
Cool, man. What does that mean?
I just don't know how to respond to that
Yeah, me
bizarre
neither.
concept. But
Isn't that
anyway,
what the saying means when you looked it up?
no, it means you're going down like a lead balloon. Not you've got a lead balloon in your throat. But anyway, it is going to be Astralis fighting double digits. Astralis, it looked like they were going to crash out and give up Inferno, but they're definitely not at this point. They are firing on all cylinders.
All
5
10
people
stayed
alive.
alive. Isn't that what you call like the big pop around? What did you call it?
Big pop around. That's exactly what I call it. Yeah,
That's what I thought.
big pop
I
around.
love it when you call me Big Papa. I'm gonna be like Big Papa because I love it when you call me.
I don't know. Is Big Papa a person?
You don't know the song? You've seen Hardball, the movie?
No,
I love it when you call me Big Papa.
no, not seen that.
What?
Or the song.
Throw your hands in the air if he's a true player. Tonight should be having my babies.
That sounds
baby.
brilliant lyrics.
It's Keanu Reeves is in it. It's literally B.I.G. Notorious B.I.G. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, definitely is. I love it when you call me. I'll play it for you tonight on the walk home.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You can even ride on the back of my bike.
You got a bike?
I got a bike.
Nice.
$20 a day to go 10 feet from the hotel to here.
That's a steep price.
Yeah, considering it's a 10-minute walk, but you know
Yeah.
what? Sometimes when you're lazy, you're lazy. That rhymes with AZ. And now we're back on track.
Round 23. And it's quite a significant one for North again. Their money just isn't looking great.
Oh, just waiting. AZ doing the same on top of the boost. Those poor flowers getting trampled. Molotow's bouncing down. Back into AZ Kirby. Sit still at emo though, and this could be punishing. Could be punishing indeed because Magist doesn't even look. They're now chaotically, frantically trying to recover, and they'll lose Glaive in the process of it as Zipix finally gets one. He has the bomb, 23 seconds, wants to plant it. His teammate at Banana will watch toward the coffins as Vol tries to spray through. It's Dupree that catches off Gate. That's one less on rotation and one man to the good on the Astralis side. As Zipix hits the shot. Excuse me, and the smoke vault is going to be running for the hills. Purple Hills,
Yeah, I know that one.
D12.
D12, yeah.
That was the censored version.
The Dirty Dozen.
That had Eminem in it.
It did.
Once out, twice been, who's counting? Painting out these purple hills. I don't remember the lyrics at all. Was that evident?
That was pretty good. Everyone knew what you meant.
Yeah. Who do you think won? That whatever Machine Gun, whatever his name is, or Eminem?
Machine Gun Kelly or Eminem.
Yeah. I think Killshot was way better.
I don't really know. I don't really know how those things work. I think it's all part of a commercial machine.
Which
It seems
song
like
did
to
you-
sell
oh,
records.
definitely.
Sometimes
I mean,
I'm not
maybe-
that invested into it. It's like WWE. It's
I
like,
mean,
well, this
the
isn't
other guy
weird.
seemed cheesy, like some kid out of high school with a friggin' shovel
Yeah.
over his shoulder. That guy literally looked like the epitome of wanker. But like Eminem actually just slayed him. I don't know. Some people were saying the other tune was better. First off, I thought the chorus in Machine Gun
Yeah.
Kelly's song sucked.
I-
and Eminem was actually clever. Like his lyrics in that were like, I was like, oh damn, like that actually was like legit.
Yeah.
I don't really care for either of it, but if I had to pick, I'd say Eminem won that.
Yeah, I think so. I only listened to the other one a few times. I guess it wasn't.
Had to give you
didn't
a
resonate that
career
hard
just
with
to
me.
destroy it. Okay. No, you're right. There's definitely some record sales involved there. There's no question.
Well, device will get dinged. Yeah, I agree. That's why I find it difficult. Like everyone gets so hyped about it. Or like, oh, this is so sick. What's going to happen? It's like, well, they all signed by record. They've got lawyers looking at all these tracks first and making sure nothing bad
Yeah.
said and everything like that. Like it's not
Yeah,
really.
we don't need another Tupac and Biggie case.
Yeah. But there it is, Glaive and Co. looking to tie things up. This is actually very promising. Their T side, like I said, you can get more rounds than them on your T side, but they'll always come back. Whatever happens, they win one CZ round, all bets are off. They'll be using that momentum and throwing it right back in your face.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this just goes to the fact that they stole a round back when they got their 9th. Dupree stole a round himself. That was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Fit for a queen, Henry. A queen like Freddie Mercury. Did you see they're doing a movie called Bohemian Rhapsody, all about Queen?
Of course I did. That's a massive movie.
Oh, I didn't know. My
Yeah.
bad. Sorry, dude. I don't watch TV. I don't see trailers.
Okay. Yes, I did see it.
Just kidding. Are you gonna go see it? You seem like you'd be into that music and all.
I don't know. I haven't been to the cinema in a long time. I'd probably just wait for it to come out. Like, I'm not in a massive rush to see things as they come out. I wait till the reviews and then see if I want to watch it in my privacy in my own home instead of traveling out.
That's fair. I'll just wait for it to show up on the plane. Because that's where I watch all my movies.
Yeah, I don't like that sometimes, because like, you get the blockbuster movies, like watching on a 10-inch screen, which is normally what I get. It's just...
That's true. That is what I get too. That's like still the only place I watch movies. I can do. I don't need all the details. I'm usually going to forget them in an hour anyway.
Yeah.
Device takes down Valda Dupree. He wants to work his way up toward the top side of the mid. They are down a man. Cadian still waiting, hugging the wall. That's not really required from AZ. I'm sorry. You're a man up. There's safer ways to look for information than that. Granted, it was a good shot from Device. It just didn't seem required at all. So a 3-on-3 now ensues. Device just pushes a smoke. Cadian's still waiting for this. I say waiting. I thought he was passive because he was expecting it. Certainly that's not the case.
Wanted the shortcut to library. Unfortunately, detected, taken down, and it's another 3-on-2. Gade, the last hope for this round, won't find the headshot. Device will deal with him as well. 3 kills in the round. Kiabi will have just second middle, no cash, and now they've lost the big lead they built up. Plenty of money for Astralis. You see Zipex, he's going to have around $14,000 going to the next one.
What is the most winning record in Pro League history?
I don't know.
I don't think anyone's ever gone unbeaten. Cloud9 nearly did 1 year in North America. I think SK almost did 1 year as well. Astralis have only lost 2 matches thus far, just to point that out.
Who was that to, do you know?
Oh, now you're putting me on the spot, Johnny.
Yeah, I can't remember. Well, obviously, we weren't here for most of the season, so we're just coming in, going to round things up last couple of weeks. But yeah, as long as for me, like those details, it's just like whoever
but
gets
it's
to
cool, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just like I mean, the sense I don't follow them that closely. It's like cool, who's doing well on the table.
Yeah, once you get to the LAN, it's all reset anyway,
Yeah.
essentially. So no, totally, I'm with you on that. But it's just like one of those things, like that's domination, is it not?
Yeah,
It's kind of cool, just for the sake of it.
they went undefeated twice in a row now on ECS Astralis. They did it last season. They've done it this season too.
That's pretty nutty.
And it's the same sort of stacked teams, same sort of format. So that's another league, but still relevant, I guess. 13-12, and I'll see Louder open things up. But it looks like Device and Zipex might close him out because it's now another 4 versus 3. They can't find that form they were showing at the start. Such clean rounds and aggressive pushes that were looking very beneficial. Kiabi's going to get hit by that smoke, not quite. Just whistles past his head and...
Would have been revealing.
Yes, would have made a noise and a sound cue that would have been problematic, but overall, Astralis still with the upper hand and plenty of time to capitalize upon it.
Gade, oh my goodness, Gade. Oh my goodness. Line it up, not. Well done, Dupree. Cadian with a shot back to Zipex. Dupree should still get the bomb plant off of this 2 versus 2. AK pulled out. Device has pit. And he'll be watching the high side of the smoke in the event that someone's jumping as they were or being boosted. Cade goes in. It's an incendiary. Won't go far enough to cover off small pit. Dupree gets the first kill. Traded 1 for 1. Carey now knows Device has to be in the pit. Vespa jump to Graveyard. Checks to sort the broken wall, but he's going to see Device in the corner, who is certainly ready for that position, given the smoke, given no defuse, and it's now 14-12. Put it on the top shelf.
Well, they're going to have to, because North do not have the
What version of
economy.
Counter-Strike is that, Hank?
1.5.
Nicely done.
Remember that? Loading that screen up. Just installed all the updates, got all the 700 meg files downloaded. Took me 2 weeks. Had to sneakily do it on my dad's computer with a download manager. 56k downloads, 700 meg. See that screen, realize you can't really play CS on 56k modem, doesn't really work. But
It's been tried.
if everyone else playing 56k, it's fine. But
I used to play Tribe's Vengeance, the original, and you'd be playing like with a neighbor from like 3 or 4 streets over, and he would be all mad at you the next day as to why you lagged out. It's because your dad had to make a phone call.
So you played like 1-on-1 in that game?
No, it was a big open game. Like it was like a regular multiplayer. There's lots of people, but he'd be like, "You were playing with me, man. Why'd you go? Why'd you leave?"
I
It's like
see.
my dad had to make a phone call, bro. Kick me off the internet.
Yeah. Yeah.
whatever the modem noise was. That was a horrible attempt at it.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that ever happened.
Yeah, online gaming, you kids today will never know what it was like.
Oh, man.
When your sister was like doing like some sort of MSN Messenger webcam chat and you're trying to play your official game on
Of course she
Clanbase.
was. Of course she was.
It was the worst. And like you got one connection, your parents don't understand what pro gaming is, they don't know what you're about. They're telling you to share the internet, they don't know how important it is. But North finally might have a round here. It's looking decent until Glaive gets stuck in. He pushes through the smoke and we'll find Valda. It's a 3-on-2. Device and Co. definitely capable of pulling this one back. They're looking for match
I
point
definitely
now.
remember it in like Napster days, downloading an album and being like coming home from school.
Yeah.
It's not done today. All right,
Yeah,
maybe
it's
tomorrow.
like
Maybe tomorrow.
1
I'll have
KB
it.
a second,
And
estimated time remaining, 3 years.
I'll put half of the songs on my MP3 player today because that's all I can fit, and I'll put the other ones on the next day.
I remember I had like a 16 meg MP3 player. It was so useless. It was like the first one ever out.
Yeah, had like 5 or 6 songs on it. That was it.
Yeah, and it
I
was
had
like
the same thing.
and
It was
my-
like a little
it was
like
still
black and grey
Yeah,
one.
that's the thing. That's what I had. It like blew my friends away. I was like, "Whoa, there's no CD, there's nothing." I was like, "Yeah, man, check this out."
I had one of those too. Yeah, they had like it was like a rectangle, but not really. It was like wide at the
Yes.
top with a tiny little LED, like not even LED. It was like a
Yeah,
tiny little screen.
like
It
a
was,
digital display.
Yeah, I had one of those as well. Knowing my family and the fact that we hoard stuff, it's probably in a box somewhere still.
In the attic.
I don't have one of those. We have a cold storage.
You guys, yeah, you almost have basements and stuff. don't you?
Yeah, Canada's really popular.
Yeah,
for
we don't-
basements.
we
We
don't
have
have
to
basements.
because foundations and stuff they move if they're not dug deep enough based on frost.
Yeah, we don't have basements. We just have attics usually that are never used. But anyway, it will be AK-47s available for North here. Successful round, definitely not out of it yet. Worrying times over. Astralis looking so formidable on the T side of Inferno. Long old game, this one. Next map due to start right now. So it's been a slow process in terms of the long rounds and back and forth gameplay as well. A couple of timeouts.
Glaive, shot successful. Volta does the same in return through the smoke. He's still searching for more against Dupree, who very timidly creeps forward. Apartments and Quad to attack Gade, who's been absolutely fantastic, you have to say, for North. No head armor form. That won't matter against the AKs, and certainly doesn't matter because Zipix is dead. Great hold. It's down to just Magisk. This could go 14-14, and we really could see an overtime here. Absolutely possible. Not out of the picture or realm of possibility at all. Yeah, after Tribes and a bit of Counter-Strike with my friends, then it was on Medal of Honor for me.
Bit of Medal of Honor. It was quite unreal. Counter-Strike arrived and I was like, this is the game. As soon as I saw it, I was like, this is unreal.
No, that Unreal was unreal.
That's true. But it was just like, as soon as I realized what, there's like 12 people on each team.
I played
And
the
once
very
you
first.
die, that's it.
I played the very first Unreal and I thought it was awful, but I really loved Unreal 2K4.
I loved Unreal Tournament 99. That was my favorite game.
Yeah, 99 I just didn't get. I was like too young. I was like 8 years old and I was like, I don't get it. Don't like it. Not my game.
Yeah.
What is this like weird alien arm thing that's shooting stuff?
Yeah, I think that's why I liked it. It was so bizarre, the weapons. It was
Yeah,
such
I
an
didn't like it.
eclectic choice of weaponry. You had like standard humanoid stuff and then all these crazy alien-based weaponry. It was quite cool.
Yeah.
But here we go then. 14-14, North. It'll be so gutting to go out in this fashion, but who's going to post match point first? It might actually be Astralis, you know, considering they've got a CZ on Glaive, Zipex with the UMP. There are plenty of smokes available for the T's, but will they get a chance to use them? Gade watching towards the bedroom. KDM right behind him. The follow-up coming through. The orb doesn't connect, makes things a little bit dicey. They'll try and get out of there. There's no trade. It's actually more kills for Valda. That's really nice. Impressive work by him. Stuck in between a rock and a hard place, I'm afraid. And Magisk makes this round probable. Okay.
It's a good turn of events. Nice recovery, the nade, and then the running gun. Gade could push forward to the smoke. Again, he's in such great position. And again, he won't. Thought he would. 1 HP away. 1 shot away, I should say. 9 HP from taking down Zipix. And although he's low, the two of them can now work toward the site together. Flash out. That might allow the peek from Quad. They've got to be ready for it. I take it back. They're not quite in position yet at Quad. And Kirby's just gone under the atrium. Take that back again. He's actually gone toward the apartments. The mini-map's too far away from me, Hank. My eyes are dim. I cannot see. I have not brought my specs with me. Have you ever seen a bear kissing a mare down by the bay? Kirby's got an incendiary. He's going to try and force out Magisk. And Flash, he's going to stand in the flames. He's going to go down. It's all on Zipix on 9 HP.
He'll find something to do here, Matt. Don't you worry about that.
Oh my!
The clutch minister delivers once again. How does he do it every single time? Give him an inch, he'll take a mile. He shouldn't have won that, but look at the positioning. He hasn't got really much to work with. He's using the timings and the little notes they give out with the smokes. He'll have to wait for that to bloom and then wait for a reaction, then push through it. He knows that. And then it's Zipex to crush the hopes and dreams of North here. They'll take another tactical timeout. And we'll see if this is where it ends. Maybe it's overtime. North will gather their resources. And ultimately, have to force by. It's round 30. We've gone the full distance here. Astralis down at half-time, but pulling it right back now. Courtesy of Zipex, 2-on-1 clutch, of course. That's what we all know and love him for. I'm sure we'll see a few of those this weekend. It's not a pretty decent buy. It's not the end of the world here for North. Map like Inferno, CZ's not actually a huge deal with rifles.
Zip. Just gonna try and push out Mac 10 in hands. And yeah, get one, but only one. Watch out, this could go overtime still. Because the bomb's down at the bottom of mid. They've pushed toward it. They've got smokes favoring them. Dupree and Zipex can't do anything with this. In fact, they might even elect to go all the way through CT and try and wrap back around onto it. It might be their only option.
It might be. This is looking too strong.
And look at the spread out, too. They know it. They're already sending a player back toward A. That player being Gade to make sure that if they go toward the top middle, he'll catch them off. Good positioning. This is, I think, almost impossible to win for Astralis.
Possible is a term that's thrown around quite a lot these days, but you might be absolutely spot on this point. Zipex, it was good before, but surely this can't be done. He would have to be an absolute magician to pull this one off. The flashbang comes through, he could be done for. They're going to trade him out. There's no way he can win this map. There's no way he can win this. There's no way! Oh my goodness, down to 12 HP. They lined up for him. They gave him a chance. If he had maybe 20 more HP,
man, oh man.
I think he has it. Came
That
down
would
to
have been
one bullet.
spectacular.
Oh dear. Well, we go overtime.
Friggin-tacular.
I can't remember what the Pro League rules are, but that does deny North maximum points from this affair now.
Yes, they can only get 2 tops. Unreal. Tournament 2K4.
Wow. They'll take their time. Probably a bathroom break in store, I'm sure.
In which will take longer than normal because no one has their own bathroom. They have one bathroom collectively.
Go up to the hotel room quickly. Forget the key.
I don't know. Hotel's across the road.
Oh,
So-
they're the arena right
They're
now.
at the arena,
Okay,
I would presume. I don't think there would be a requirement to have the hotel room practice facilities in this case because in Kiev, although the arena is right across from the hotel, there's not a lot of room in the arena for everyone.
Yeah.
Whereas here there is, and it's like right across the street, and with less traffic than Kiev too.
That's
Do
true.
not try jaywalking that street.
Yeah, definitely don't try
Ukraine.
that. I've never seen anything like it. It's just the biggest open road.
I
with cars
literally
flying
saw a
around
body there one night.
at like 100 miles an hour. No one has any regard for the pedestrians or any other cars for that matter.
DDK and I saw it.
The cars are all like
disgusting.
40 years old as well, so it's like no brakes on those things.
Yeah, it's true.
So, yeah, look out for that. Well, it is 16k. I wasn't sure it was 10k or 16k in this one. It's been a while. It's been about 6 months since we were doing Pro League. So we're back, and we know 16k, MR3, 18-18. It's a draw. First to 19 will be the victor. Well, I just say draw. We go to double overtime.
Yeah, we could. We could certainly find ourselves on 18-18. Well, the year was 1875. Oh, I wish I were in Sherbrooke now. Volda's gonna wait. Look at this aggressive stance toward the top of middle from North. KRB, he's there. He's waiting. And they'll go. Not bad from Astralis, all things considered. In fact, they traded out evenly. It's now a 2-on-2. Zipex, the last to arrive, will take down Gade. The setup certainly favored the trades for North. That has been eradicated. And now with a smoke down and a Molotov thrown by Zipex, he'll hold off the rotations. He's waiting desperately for his teammate Device to get out from the apartments. This is almost the 2 you'd want alive at this point. Device and Zipex.
Well, is it going to be enough? Time will tell. Zipek's in such a prime position as well. That smoke makes things problematic on both sides, but it's benefiting.
Oh my.
The man himself, Zipek's still 100 HP, KD and anything but that. Just 20 points of health, one bullet in his general direction will take him down. And that's going to be it. First round Astralis on the T side.
I fought in your general direction.
What? Oh, that's some Monty Python.
Yeah, Monty Python, you got it, yep.
Nice.
Jiska's
Call
been
that one.
extremely quiet in this game. Only 9 kills. Zipix is stretching his legs now, up to 26. Behind that is Dupree, who leads the way. But Zipix has certainly had the impact in the last few rounds. So 16 to Astralis. They strike first in overtime. They'll flash Cadian off of the position at top middle as well. Wants to go back out. Can't. Third crack at it. Still goes down. Twice with the kill on the counter op. Valda gets under the atrium, though. Watch out, because they have not checked this since he's standing in the open. They should now go onto it, but Valda, oh my god! He who shall not be named.
Glaive will try and bring this one back. If he had the bomb, he could pounce on that B side, but once again, it's in full control of the North boys here. They lost the first round, but this is looking decent for them. A smoke just to buy them some time here, reposition, work off each other. Dupree's so low. He can't really justify going towards the border room here unless his teammate can back him up. Did he spot the boots there? I'm not sure. Valda's going to find the kill regardless. And now it's all down to Glaive. An amazing clutcher in his own right as well. He definitely has the tool set to win out this sort of round. Oh, what if Valda does that? Is that 4 kills in total? It's an ace. Well then, Valda
That's pretty unreal.
takes matters into his own hands. A 3-man spray down to kick things off. And then a nice little flank to finish it all off. There's the first, second, and the third quickly after it.
Well, 16-16, Hank.
No, Cadian, 18-12. Did he disconnect? Only 12 deaths in an overtime game doesn't really add up. I assume he did.
Yeah, I assume he must have during the first half, probably. Certainly not going into overtime. Good find device. That is Cadian. Got 13 deaths now, Hank. They don't know Gabby's here, though. Both of them going out. Flash, perfectly timed. He's lost track. Wow, that is awkward.
Oh, God. I thought it was going to work out for device. It jumps in his head.
I think he realized it, but he just happened to be on top of him.
Yeah.
So, with that said, it's the advantage again to North. You said it, though. They can't get maximum points from this. They can only get 2. Yes,
it's a nice way to differentiate between the legit victories and the labored ones. As it definitely helps at the end of the season as well. Instead of having win-loss, 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 you can have an odd number thrown in there just to spice it up a bit, help us separate the wheat from the chaff.
I don't know what that means.
Just means the good from the bad.
Okay. Duper. Super duper. Super duper indeed. He's got engaged. He's standing tall in front side. Oh my goodness, the graveyard. Is he going to do it again? 8 kills in 2 rounds in overtime. Can Valda really be this man? Right now, he certainly can, and it's North on 17.
Wow. Those are a crazy couple of rounds from him. An ace and then that little play towards the graveyard position. That's actually very, very impressive. Well done. Valda single-handedly gets him 2 rounds there pretty much. We'll see Astralis on the chase at this point. 1 round for North will get the match points again.
We get back to it. The road to Odense. Some lovely doors there. I think they might be for sale, by the way.
It could be.
Do we have a problem?
I think you're entitled to a 1-minute break.
Yeah, I think you are. I thought it was supposed to be instant in overtime. That's why I said we'll get back underway, but you're right. Maybe we do get a 1-minute break. Suggestive by the clock at the top of the screen, Henry, that will be the case. And I apologize for creating panic.
They are ready to go now, though. They've readied up. We're in. Match is live. Pressure on for Astralis. Have a decent comeback, but that could all go wrong in overtime. There's an ult for North. Can spot that on the back of Cadian already.
Device is ready. Cadian is too. This time he's at the T-stairs. Look at Device just waiting for them to head in his direction. His general direction. Kiabi's still holding out at the logs. Molotov this time rather than Incendiary will try and get him out of there. He's going to extinguish that. Glaive takes damage as well on the counter-terrorist side. Cadian hit by some spray from Glaive, but the damage is fairly equal, you'd argue, actually. And mathematically speaking, you would prove that it goes in favor of North ever so slightly. At this point in time, anyway. They'll think better of their initial plans to try and get inside of the apartments. Bomb for you, Gade.
Yep, you're taking this, young man. Well, smokes towards Arch. Block vision away from Glaive here. It's Device who's positioned in B right now. So he'll be holding CT spawn, working with Zipex. Aegis HE up. So strong normally on Inferno. 9 and 26 right now. By his standards, he'll be gutted if they don't win this one due to this.
This is interesting. This counter smoke. Oh, that's going to work so well. They walked directly by it. I thought they might check the arch as a result of that, and he was going to get caught out, but still traded. That'll do. Device. That'll do. 5-7, and nearly yields 2, but Zipex has gotten one in the meantime. That's AZ down. It's a 3-on-2. Wrap through CT, though, and a push from Banana. It's only one man to hold it off. Bomb! Pulled out early with 4th round done.
Indeed. No time left. North struggling with that. It's now Astralis who tie things up. They're 1 round away for a match point. Will we have double overtime? Certainly possible with 16k MR3. Don't have to think about the cash. You don't get any momentum.
Cash money millionaires. Oh, Majestic!
He said he's been quiet so far, but if he can pull off a genius round at this point, all will be forgiven. It's unfortunately answered back by Gabe pretty much instantaneously as Device now to be tested on the A side. He doesn't nail the first shot. He hits it, but unfortunately it's right for the edge of the box, so he actually will be maybe giving this round up. He had to hit that first one. Wasn't quite enough, and it will be North posting match point first in overtime here. It's going to be up to Astralis, who they can buy regardless next round. It doesn't really matter at this point. All of them can fully invest. This situation is not really worth talking about. I guess you could, you might as well just even get an AK. That's the only difference. Because you can't buy those on the CT side. That's the only thing I'd say. So May just wants to save, but Glaive, it doesn't matter either way.
Well, there you go. North with the first map point. 18-18, we do it again. And again and again. And again and again and again.
It never ends.
Freiburg.
Yeah.
Just Incendiary down is going to burn one alive. Doesn't even matter. They're all going to go down with the bomb, with the exception of Gade. He played very well that round. Another 3 kills for him, if I'm not mistaken. And now we sit with a chance to end this. A chance to end this on the T side. Nothing is a guarantee. Nothing really matters to me.
You're very in the mood for a sing-song tonight.
Yeah, you know, it's Halloween.
Yeah, famous singing holiday.
It is.
Yeah.
We go around caroling every year, actually.
Your family goes around doing random pop songs at front doors instead of collecting candy.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
We've had enough of that. Just bloody nose. Okay, him looking to close things out here. They might just do it. There is a snake in the grass, though. Zipex! He needs multiple kills, but they've painted him into a corner, and it will be the game, presumably. North have done the impossible. They've toppled Astralis on Inferno. It looks like it's done. Never say that, though. Device and Mages looking to make up for it. We still have another map to go between these two, remember. More Counter-Strike action returning after this.
Don't go anywhere.
As AZ guaranteed kill. Nice movement from Aegis to actually deny, but that smoke, that pretty much secures the round. And if not that kill, it will be AZ to find the final frame. There it is. Valdo does it. Ladies and gents, it will be North to take Inferno. Great points on the board for them. Astralis already very comfortably through to the playoffs, so that won't be a huge hindrance for them. But remember, North only get 2 points. on our leaderboard because they lost, or won in overtime, I should say. If Astralis had lost, they still get 1 point. So they continue to find much needed points on either side. And Inferno, it was a laboured affair, Matthew, but an exciting one, some great rounds, plenty of clutches. Zipex is one that stands out the most for me, but did not yield him a victory.
I have to say Dupree's ace is still around of the game for me, just the way in which he won that with the smoke down and the 2 kills. But with that said, we'll take a break. We got another map coming up. It's between Astralis. We'll see you there.